Hi friends, in Planet Earth Dating, it's Sunday, December 6, 2015. Black Wolf at the microphone of the Lynn-Life, Ra and Asha both here and both sleeping, hopefully most of the time, while they continue to recover from overwork. Betty Jean in the Lynn-Body-Mind, other teammates in other aspects of the physical dimension, all of us in the physical dimension, and all of us in the subatomic levels of the physical from the perspective of the spirit world viewers. We've received an awful lot of Nature Realms messages this morning. Our belief is that probably we'll be working with Nature Realms topics for the videoed portion of today's work, but as always, our intention is to do what is ours to do right now, to manifest the divine plan. The data clearly showing what's needed is to provide a collective restart. Wiser minds above, knowing nothing happens without a deadline. They've set January 17th, 2017 as the deadline that we are to work toward in the collective restart effort, and giving us a series of nested deadlines that take us from where we are to that deadline. The next deadline is the beginning of winter, the winter solstice, and that is on December 21st, roughly midnight Eastern Standard Time. With that, the videoed portion of today's work begins. We have people who are working with us in what seems like a joint venture or consulting capacity.
That's true.
And they're being very helpful, and I don't want to fling them away. I would like for them to keep working.
That's true.
So those who want to know the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to the center, all others moved away. And just it's a helpful note to self, those of you who had that what the moment, to note that as of yet you don't intend to live the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And it's okay, and we're not saying you should. It's just a note to self. And I do see people with notepads open, making a note to self.
I do see that. It's true.
Higher Soul of Rise, my attention is being brought below the waves of the underground sea.
That's true.
Down to that thing that Drillbit has found, and it looks like the Ark of the Covenant.
That's
this
true.
Glowing golden, pretty big chest.
That's true.
And it's way down deep. I don't know how to get there. Something's tapping on the inside of the lid.
That's true.
I can hear that. There are people alive down there.
That's true.
I'm going to start to just live stream this up. I feel like I'm somehow there beneath the underground sea.
I do.
With the chest that's been buried. And Drillbit has been keeping them. It's not like keeping them company. It's like she said, I won't leave you. I know you're here. I'm not going to leave you. So we just kind of like tug something. It's like a rope or
I feel a rope.
Bell rope. It says like there are people down here who need rescuing. There's life here. There's sentience trapped here.
It's possible that the water in the underground sea could actually be helpful in getting down to this chest, or in somehow opening up so that we can get down to this chest.
We could ask it to form a whirlpool and to dig a hole down here.
It feels possible.
We could ask the water. We can just start to attempt to engage with the sentience of the water and say, are you willing to form a whirlpool, a water vortex, basically, to dig down to this buried chest of sentient life that's glowing gold? That's
true.
And I see up at the top, the metaphor is like indigenous fisher people, humanoids, paddling, indigenous-looking canoes.
That's true.
In a circle to make a vortex. And I also see whales and other sentient presences swimming in a circle, fish swimming in a circle, sharks swimming in a circle, everything swimming in a circle, counterclockwise circle, all the way up and down, and the water itself seems to start moving in a circle,
That's true.
making a vortex. I'm watching the sand at the very bottom, and it's fluffing. I wouldn't say
That's true.
it's getting out of the way effectively. Are there any vortices down here in this lower part of the pillar that's too deep for Aerosmith to reach? Are there any vortices?
There might
Just
be
tiny
sleeping.
little ones.
Yeah.
Or tiny little ones. Do you see any bigger than small
I
ones?
see very big sleeping ones.
Oh,
They feel like Rip Van Winkle sleep.
Oh, if I lean, I can see them. If you lean this way, can you see those small,
Little ones.
really awake ones?
Yes.
Yes. Well, I don't know how to wake up sleeping
know.
people. People who want to stay asleep are
Want
really...
to stay asleep.
They want to stay asleep, but I
That's
do
true.
know how to work with small vortices and help them grow.
That's true.
So we just show them how to zoom from end to end, getting longer, just stretching yourself. It's if you can grab your top end and your bottom end with your own consciousness and pull them farther apart.
That's true.
Boom, boom, boom. And it does two things. It helps you spin a lot faster. Boom. Just like that.
That's true.
Very good. And helps you get bigger. Boom, boom, boom. And now the Ark of the Covenant, I was talking with it and saying, what can you do to help yourself? And it seems to be emitting a sound,
That's
like
true.
a drum beat or a heartbeat or
That's
something,
true.
to let the diggers, the rescuers, know what direction to focus in.
I can see that if I lean one way, and if I lean the other, I see it like jiggling or vibrating.
Ah.
But maybe that's what's making the sound.
Or maybe the sound is making it vibrate.
That could be.
I'm going to start live streaming all of this up to that higher soul of Pan. First, I want to really acknowledge Luce. Luce is a genius and has figured out how to reopen that portal that closed.
That's true.
So, thank you.
Thank you.
And that is very impressive.
That's
And,
true.
It's because you opened the portal up that those higher souls of many of us are down here working.
That's
So,
true.
kudos.
Thank you.
Kudos. Hats off. Now, through that portal that is open thanks to Luce, I can see higher soul of Pan, who is supposed to be right up at the top. Well, I don't know. He's supposed to be in line with this portal.
That's true.
And he's off to the side, just
That's
saying,
true.
this is almost certainly about something to do with the nature realms.
That's true. And he seems to see that.
And all these other nature realms rescuees,
Yes.
people who were rescued,
Yes.
really wanted to see your face there when their cave was opened up. And it's possible that there are nature realms presences in this glowing golden box,
That's
and
true.
that they would want to see your face. And it's also possible that you would want to be there when the breakthrough occurs.
That's true. I can live stream up all the footage of those rescued nature realms presences coming into the light and saying, Where's Pan?
And we don't know what's in this golden box
I
any
don't
more
know.
than you do. He's saying, how do you know those are nature realms presences?
I don't know.
I have no idea what's in there, but I know that somebody's in there who's sentient, who's banging on it saying, I'm here, come rescue me.
That's true.
Somebody's there. And I also know the nature realms is under all-out attack. And I
true.
also know that something happened to Pan and his three closest friends,
That's
and that we
true.
haven't seen them in a really long time.
That's
And
true.
I'm not saying that Pan's in that box. I have no idea what's in that box.
I don't know.
But I can't tell you where Pan is. He could be in that box as well as he's anyplace else.
That's true. The higher soul of Pan seems to acknowledge that.
He does. But I don't feel like he's moving.
I don't feel him moving. I hear him saying, yes, that's a good point. And yes, it's very possible.
All right, well,
And it's that feeling of...
I'm not
but
getting hung up on what he's not going to do.
It's true.
How high up must we reach in order to find a presence of true integrity? Because if higher soul of Pan isn't going to even move over so he can see down the microscope,
That's true.
then he doesn't want to know what's true. You don't want to know what's going on, do you?
That's
That's
true.
what it looks like. You don't want to know what's going on in the subatomic levels of the physical dimension. Is that it?
No,
Because that's
I
what
don't
it
wanna
looks
know.
like. You don't want to know.
That's true.
Wow. That you don't want to know what's really going on. You don't want to know what's true. You don't want to know what's true about the nature realms. Is that it?
That's true.
Wow. How high up must we reach in order to find a presence of true integrity? Unless I have it completely wrong, that higher soul of Asha is walking over to that higher soul of Pan and saying, come on, let's go look.
I think that's true.
What do I notice? What I notice is it helps the person who takes the action. That's helping higher soul of Asha, who is
That's
good
true.
and stuck this morning.
That's true.
And this is something that is helping her. She's looking healthier. Her light is flickering a little brighter.
That's true.
Higher soul of Pan isn't really helped. He hasn't done anything to help anybody else, so his light isn't flickering any different. But
That's true.
higher soul of Asha's light is flickering brighter. Turn around and help someone.
That's true.
That's what actually works.
We ourselves are helped in the process.
Yes. That vortex is digging down deeper now.
That's true.
It still has a long way to go, but it's doing something.
That's true. There's a noticeable shift.
Yes. It looks almost like a spring, the whole of a spring, a natural spring.
That's true.
The sides coming down. I see Luce up there,
That's true.
and I just want to acknowledge that we haven't come across any other aspects of Luce down here in all these subatomic layers that we've blasted through this last several days.
That's true.
That it does seem as though all the accessible aspects of Luce are above the barrier, and
That's
Luce,
true.
you're the most capable person that we know. There's a lot that's possible when you put your mind to something. I know that to be true.
That's true.
So thank you for whatever you're willing to do, and good for you, and that doing that is helping you. Luce, can you see how helping Pan is helping Asha?
Yes, you can see that.
Do you think it's possible something similar happens to you when you work to help the collective greater good?
I think so. Nodding.
Yeah. I think so too.
Ah.
I really do think there's a Luce way up high, a really big Luce
That's true.
who sees us.
That's
He
true.
sees this whole effort, like he sees all the way down to the bottom of it. He sees where we're digging.
That's true.
He feels kind.
That's true. And sad.
And sad. And
But calm.
calm, and like he's saying, I see you, I'm
Maybe.
not going to pretend I don't see you. I'm not
That's
going to
true.
pretend this isn't happening. I'm not going to pretend I'm not responsible.
That's true. Which is a pretty good response.
That's a good response.